I want all of you to close your eyes and imagine a room filled with excitement as your family and friends are gathered for your special day. I want you to think about everyone just finished singing happy birthday to you, and now you get that one coveted wish. What will it be? A new car? $1 million? The perfect man? Well, if I had to guess, probably no one in this room thought of their first wish as more birthdays. However, for most cancer patients, this is the most common wish out there. So common, in fact, that the American Cancer Society is now the official sponsor of more birthdays. On the contrary, though, have you ever thought about insurance companies and government regulations being the official sponsor of fewer birthdays? As morbid as this sounds, this is exactly the case, with government regulations allowing insurance companies to base mammograms and precancerous screenings on one factor of age alone. After being personally affected by the regulations I just introduced to you, I continued to do research and found numerous cases of women suffering based on lack of early detection. My name is Katie Kroll, and today I am honored to speak to you not only as a fellow member of the Women's Philanthropy Board, but also as a representative for the American Cancer Society. According to the American Cancer Society pamphlet, Guidelines for Early Detection on Cancer, published on February 23, 2010, mammograms are the best possible way to reduce your risk of falling victim to breast cancer. They are to be conducted beginning at the age of 40. Many of us in this room are under the age of 40, yet we're still in need of a mammogram based on our family history. This is where my personal story comes into play and where I believe that this is an issue. So now that I've introduced to you this issue that insurance companies should not be the final say, let's talk about why this is a problem. Current government regulations allow insurance companies to base mammogram regulations and precancerous screenings on your age, not need. According to Mammogram Screening, a pamphlet from Medicare.gov that was last updated in April 2011, our state, Alabama, requires you to be age 40 to be able to receive a mammogram. This is regardless of your risk. Women are constantly being diagnosed at a younger age, and this age requirement is just outdated. Other factors should be considered. According to the National Cancer Institute fact sheet published in May 2009 at the National Institute of Health, women with family history are 80% more likely to develop breast cancer, regardless of age. This is an obvious problem that needs to be addressed. Insurance companies should not be able to discriminate on age because breast cancer certainly does not. So now that I've made you aware of the problem, let's talk about some of the potential solutions. Insurance companies should not be the end-all answer. We have the ability to team up with organizations and get these regulations changed. There are organizations out there that provide free mammograms, many of which are in our state. One of these is the Joy to Life Foundation, founded by Miss Blondine, and on October 10th, I had the opportunity to conduct a personal phone interview with Miss Blondine, and I found that their organization, Joy to Life, has provided over 5,445 mammograms for women in need. But their most important goal and concept is to lobby and change these regulations that are in place. We can team up with organizations like Joy to Life and increase the number of mammograms that are provided for women in need. But more importantly, we can team up with them by contacting our state representatives and lobby for changes to be made. Therefore, their organizations will no longer have to provide as many mammograms to women in need because their insurance will pay for it. So I've shared with you some of these solutions, and let's talk about the fact that you may think that these are not necessary. There's already organizations in place. Why would we need them? Joy to Life is doing a great job, but they just cannot provide to everyone, and they're very costly to run. Many of you also may be thinking that the insurance companies are a waste of time. They're not willing to budge, so why waste your time lobbying when you have no power over them? Well, actually that's not the case. According to healthcare.gov, Take Health into Your Own Hands, published on March 23, 2010, recent changes that have been put into place are based on lobbying from citizens just like you. Obamacare allowed insurance companies or forced them to make affordable reforms. These reforms are things people never saw coming, never thought possible. The very next step that could be possible could be mammogram regulation changes. I think that it's definitely an option that we have the potential to make as one of our solutions. So now that I've presented you with the solutions, let's talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages if you, the Women's Philanthropy Board, takes these into consideration. If you don't accept these solutions, then insurance companies will continue to be the end factor in when women decide potentially life-changing information. The number of women that are being affected by breast cancer will continue to increase due to lack of early detection. I mean, if these solutions are put into place, then this will allow you to potentially change the age that women are able to find out life-changing information. I know that it's not based on age, it's simply based on risk and need, and we have the potential to change that. We could save lives through early detection. So now that I've presented these arguments to you and the advantages and disadvantages, let's talk about the final step. It's up to you. There's only one thing I ask you to do. Join me today in supporting organizations like Joy to Life and help us contact our representatives and make changes that have to be made to allow women to receive mammograms based on need, not age. It's up to you. You have a voice, and I know that you want it to be heard. You're a strong organization out there that stands on moral beliefs like none other. So let your voice be heard for women that no longer have that option and have lost their lives to breast cancer due to lack of early detection. Let's make these regulation changes made now. Join with me and Joy to Life. And let's get our senators to change these regulations based on need, not age. I just have one final question for you. What will your wish be? Will it be for more birthdays? Or will you sit back and allow insurance companies to have your wish? Ask yourself. Thank you.